Hello everyone, this is Hachuurui, and we're doing a little update. I know I've been offline for a lot this week, and a lot of that is because of Final Fantasy VII. I'll admit that. But I have also been busy on here, so I'm going to give you guys a quick update, and then we'll probably pick up at some point this evening. But let's get to it. So, the first update is I have been crazy busy and we got these farms finished. Okay? So, they are finished, they are connected. Now, as you can see, we got a normal harvester here. The reason being is for the stick reed, and there was a non-scanned one here. There you go. Oh, well, okay then. For stick reed, in order to actually get this, because stick reed has two possible harvests, we had to use a crop analyzer with a crop harvester. Now, I personally have not tested it with the new one to see if it's smart enough to handle it. But when I was looking at the GUI for it, I didn't notice anywhere to put a scanner or anything that lets you like dictate what harvest here. So I just went ahead and went with the old machine for the stick reed. So that was the first thing. So we got the farms fully spread out, fully complete, and connected to a system. And we're going to show off that system here in a little bit. The other thing is we got a plethora of other crops. Now, I'm probably going to do something with these later. Like we got the rape, we got salt root. I got a whole bunch of different witchery crops. I got hops so I can make beer. I got different types of ore crops here. We got more shimmer leaf because we got shimmer leaf on both. Madrigora, etc. But the big thing is we got Star Wars, so I can start printing Nether Star stuff soon, and we're gonna look into that later. But that was one of the big things I wanted to show off was all of these different crops here. We got Platina in here, Baru, I got Corium, I got all sorts of different crops to move and work on. So the second thing is we have a new member of our team. His name is Jimmy, and he works the furnace. You can hear him in there. Hey, what's up? How you doing? It's all right? It's all right. All right. So, Jimmy is a regenerating Enderman. We got really lucky. I was just throwing Enderman in there to get some pearls and happened to luck out and get a Enderman in there. So, we have a lot of pearls here already. I built a system to automatically spit them in here, but we're full right now. So he's going to be sitting there. We'll probably relocate him later to a more permanent location. But for now, that's where he's at. And we're going to have to do some chicken removal later, because somebody's been throwing their eggs around. So this is the next thing I want to show. I finally got the passive system going. It's a little loud, but we got it going here. And basically, we have the glowstones going into extractors. This is giving us our glowstone. The glowstone is going into two different centrifuges, one in the back and one right here in the front. And one is dedicated to redstone processing, so it's sending the redstone directly to a centrifuge to be cycled, processed, and put into ruby and pyrite, etc., silicon, etc. The other one puts the redstone directly in the system, and then both have a and this also has a passive. Both of these have a round robin system set up so that they can also put into the super chest for glowstone, so that we have plenty of glowstone. And we're actually starting to fill up, so glowstone is going in here considerably. So the second thing we got going on is the sticky resin from the stickweed is being processed by this centrifuge here, which sends the rubber to a chemical reactor here, and the sulfur from the pyrite is actually put in here with the rubber and is processed into rubber. And as you can see, we have both the glue and the rubber from that process building up here. I have the mercury here from that. Also, the alumina from this is being sent to this electrolyzer, being electrolyzed, and we're storing the pure aluminum and the oxygen for that. And then I'm also getting passive chrome here now from that process as well. It's a little slow, but it's completely passive. So the other thing we got going on here in this chemical reactor is we're turning gas tiers into salt water. As you can see, we're building up gas tiers, and actually this is increasing. It's not lowering, it's actually gone up, so I could probably expand this later. And I may do that. I may rip all this out and expand the system exponentially once we have more power and more materials. But for right now, this is what's going on. And we're doing Circuit 9 recipe for the tiers, which lets us get a whole potassium and lithium and gives us 9 buckets of salt water. The salt water is being electrolyzed. I have a cycle of cells going on. It's doing the Circuit 1 recipe for the salt water, where we get a hydrogen cell and 3 sodium hydroxide, and also a bucket of chlorine. And that is giving our passive buildup of chlorine, hydrogen, and sodium hydroxide. Now, the sodium hydroxide, I could use it for biodiesel, but what I'm probably going to end up doing with that is doing a sodium persulfate system, because we already have like the primary ingredient for this. I just need to make sulfuric acid, and I'll be able to do this once the rubber builds up. Because once the rubber's capped, that system's going to stop, and all of the sulfur that's going into the rubber system is going to start building up in the super chest over here. And once that builds up in the super chest, I'll have plenty to make sulfuric acid to do the sodium persulfate. Excuse me. Losing my voice. But this also gives us passive potassium, passive lithium, which is good because we need that. And then finally, the last thing I have in here is I do have a trash can set to a priority of -10. I have insert turned off right now as a just in case, but it's the lowest priority, and basically if anything can't fit in these super chests, it's going in the trash can. And that's what's going on with that. So outside of that, I don't know if I mentioned this, KGN built a printing press. I have not built the other stuff for that yet, but I will get to that here soon. They also built an experience obelisk, which, you know, we really needed given how often we kill each other. So that's going on. Ryan also built a bath. Because yeah, he had an escort of creepers for a while. So we got that. So he built that to deal with that. KGN is also working on a Nether Star setup. I gave him a little to-do list and a shape of a wither cage so he can do that. But once we get enough Nether Stars, we'll be processing that. So the next thing we got going on is over here. And I don't know if I showed this off, but KGN had redone all of the EBFs and set it up to where we can just toss some stuff in and process the system. So we got plenty of EBFs going on. It looks like our system is still doing okay. He took out 2 of these, and I don't know why. I will get with him later to find out, but the system is starting to run behind on charcoal. That's not the end of the world because we do have diesel down here. But it's something that needs to be kept an eye on. And the diesel is going to be expanded. But for right now, it's okay. Let's see. Ryan's processing gold. I was processing a bunch of tin here. I got to put that away, so... let's see. What else is being built? Let me see what's going on in the distillation and such. Okay, so distillation towers have not been built yet. This is still a work in progress, which means he's still running on the other system. So we're just going to go and take a look at the other system so you can see what's going on there. Okay. So over here, he still has the primary system going, but he built a new toy. And a lot of you may recognize this. This is basically the setup that Threefold used for his passive polyethylene and polyvinyl chloride. Ryan set this up along with setting up all of the stuff for the diesel. But he got this going so that we had some passive polyethylene. I don't think I can... I don't see a place where there's like hydrogen sulfide stored. So yeah, it looks like it's just oil being stored and cycling through everything and all the fun stuff going on there. But yeah, so this is going on here. Honestly, I don't know what else to say on that. I am curious why there's iron here. Like why there's iron dust, like where the iron dust is coming from. But yeah, so Ryan built that system as well as this. And then I don't see the other two things. I don't know where he moved them. I don't know where these went. I do know that it appears something is broken. Because this whole row really? So his own system stopped working. All right, that'll get that charcoal going. Is this one broken too? Okay, Jen. I will find out what he's doing with this. Like, I haven't been able to sit down and chat with him since I noticed this. But I will sit down with him and find out what's going on and why there is suddenly blocks, like entire multi-blocks missing. Because I don't know where they are. I don't know where he moved them to. I didn't see them anywhere. That's probably going to be a squirrel, honestly. If I'm being perfectly honest, this is going to be a squirrel. Even in my summary videos, we can't escape the squirrel. But Yeah, I don't see it. I do know the 2 bronze multi-blocks are gone. Is he moving stuff down here, maybe? No. I don't know. All right, I'll talk to him about that later. Maybe he's got something going on. There's the fire bricks. But where's the coke oven? Now I'm gonna put this like right here so he sees them. And then maybe he'll realize that he forgot something. All right. Other than that, I think that basically covers it. My entire week was crossbreeding and making crops. That was basically my entire week. And outside of that and work, I have been actually so busy. I didn't even get the previous summary video edited, and it missed the time frame. So you guys are going to get this one completely raw, and we're just going to hope for the best. But with that, I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful week, and tentatively, I'll see you on Tuesday. Otherwise, I'm thinking it's probably going to be Wednesday. But with that, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.